I'll be on others. However, TikTok has really brought a lot of people together, right? TikTok has helped individuals that have been suffering with mental ailments, right? And small businesses have, they've gotten their start here, and now, they're going, right? I have Blue Sky. I do have Blue Sky. Listen, I have Blue Sky. I have Truth Social. I have it all. I'm a business. I appeal to everybody. If anybody's wondering why I have both Truth and Blue Sky, it's because I don't support Biden and I don't support Trump. The only president that I support is the dead one that goes into my bank account or wallet. So they'll take it to the Supreme Court, right? And that's where it's going to go next. We're going to go to the Supreme Court, right? So we're going to hear this, we're going to hear a new article come out, and it probably has already dropped, right? That TikTok has officially filed an appeal to the Supreme Court. Okay. What'll happen is they're gonna let them talk, but let's face it, they already know the decision that they're gonna, hammer down. And that's just going to be to uphold the bill due to national security risks. That's where it's coming in at. Due to the national security risks, they're going to get rid of it. Oh, we already know. They've been wanting TikTok gone for years. Years. And I mean years. To the point, we can go back and forth, right? We can go back and forth at who's to blame, right? I blame Biden. Oh, I blame Trump. Trump wanted it banned in his first term, right? Biden wanted it banned when he was a senator. Now, was the bill signed under Biden? Yes. But can Elon buy it? Yes, he can. Will he? I don't know. Look at what happened when he bought X. He bought X straight out of, because he said, I have fuck you money. Pretty much is why he bought it. And the value of X has dropped since he purchased. Yes, the DC Court of Appeals has chosen to uphold the bill of the TikTok sale or ban. TikTok CEO is not willing to divest the TikTok branch of the United States side. Oh yeah, both sides of the aisle want it gone. Yes, you can go live on X, you can go live on Clapper, you can go live on Lemon 8, you can go live on... But I haven't figured out Lemon 8 yet. I haven't figured out how to go live on Lemon 8. You can go live on Whatnot. You can go live on Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, I believe you can go live on. Microsoft has tried to purchase back in 2020 and failed miserably and backed out. You have Clapper that's similar. Was it Microsoft or Google that just got in trouble? Twitter is now known as X, which is owned by Elon. Elon is not making a phone. However, that'd be cool if he did. Yes, it needs to be sold by the 19th or it's gone. But let's face it, the CEO of TikTok has announced many, many times that, and I have Threads, but I don't know. I've not really gone on Threads. But the TikTok CEO has announced numerous times that no interest in selling. No interest. So, yes, Courtney. So what'll happen is, and this is why I say will be banned, because the TikTok CEO has stated multiple times he's not interested in, selling. So when we wake up January 20th, the app will no longer be on the app stores. We'll still have access into the app for some time. However, we just won't have access to the updates that keep the app running. What if every member becomes a shareholder? Buying a share of TikTok overseas, good luck. And that's the thing, right? And Dave Mack, I find it comical that even, the citizens of China don't even have access to TikTok. They have a whole new, it's completely different. We've been hearing it for a while because it started out as the bill, right, being introduced, and then it had to be, they heard the bill, they voted on the bill. This has been a long process. Now, I don't think he can do an executive order, though. I don't think he would be able to do executive order. But however, I could be wrong. I could be wrong on that part, but I don't think he could do an executive order. Yes, they are appealing to the Supreme Court, but let's face it, the Supreme Court wants it gone too. I hope I don't know. This is against free speech. According to the DC Court of Appeals, it's not. And I think where it's having that problem meeting the, going against free speech is because they're utilizing the security risks. If money talks, then why did the bill pass? Right? Why did the bill pass? Right? Why did it pass in the House? Then it passed in the Senate. Biden signed it. It got appealed at the DC Court of Appeals, and it's being upheld there. I believe that the Supreme Court will ultimately rule on this before the 19th due to national security risks. So we could be seeing, I think we could see the Supreme Court rule on it. What would possibly be the soonest? Like that first week of January being back? Have not seen this anywhere. It is on every national news network. National security risks. Changed course. Now Trump is in favor of it. National security risks is Trump in it. I know, he should just sell, but he won't. He already said he's not going to. Yeah, the Supreme Court will not rule to keep TikTok, guaranteed. Just because if the national security risk was not a part of it, there's 90% chance, 100% chance that Supreme Court would laugh in the people's face and go, this is ridiculous. This is done and over with. The American people get to keep TikTok. But because they're using the national security risk, it changes everything. Yes, it is true. Sadly, they are upholding the bill. The DC Federal Court of Appeals is upholding the bill due to the national security risks. So, due to the national security risk, it is not a violation of your rights. No one can override the Supreme Court. See, and that's the thing, right? If you've been on Lemonade, it's not the same. Way far from the same. I feel bad for a lot of the small businesses who have become reliant on TikTok Shop for their business. And so what they should have done is utilize TikTok Shop as a funnel to funnel orders from the TikTok Shop to the website. So that way, they can grow away from TikTok Shop, right? And then eventually just get rid of it. And then that way, they have their following or just a select few pieces on TikTok Shop. Announced it on every national news network. They have 44 days to sell or it's deleted off the apps. And the CEO of TikTok is not interested in selling. That's another thing, right? That's another thing that's been so good about TikTok is that it has helped so many people suffering with addictions, right? It has, not just businesses, and it's just helped so many people. Fake news, Francine, no, it's not. Go and look it up. To consume the 11 hours a day. It really has become a cornerstone. Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay, so I hope that's not true, 2Live, but those that just bought a brand new truck and a fat ass mortgage because of what they're bringing in from the TikTok Shop. Oh, I feel bad. Can you imagine? Fuck. See, there's potential people out there that, could be sold to. It's just, the CEO of TikTok will not sell. By people who live in the area. I'm in East Tennessee, so I'm not too far from Newport. They're still recovering, but doing, pretty well. Those in WNC have been going through some really rough shit lately. With people sleeping in tents and everything, it's bad. Oh, yeah. They would lose a shit ton of money if they don't sell, right? If they do not sell, bad. Think about it like this, as far as how much they're going to lose. Not only are they gaining the revenue, right, from every single person that's on the ByteDance platform, right, of TikTok, they're also going to be losing the TikTok Shop, where how many millions of Americans right now are making purchases for Christmas and birthdays, and just because it's $5 with free shipping. So they're getting a percentage of every sale from every shop. Just today alone, millions of purchases have been made today alone in America on the TikTok Shop. But then again, TikTok Shop, it's just the same as Temu. And I haven't really looked into the Temu side, but from what I'm understanding is that Temu is another one that they're looking to get rid of. But see, they're getting the money, right? China is getting the money. We're not. Exactly. Listen, most everything that everybody is purchasing is coming from a direct from the manufacturer in China. So when you see a product for $59.99 down to $9.99, well, fuck, it only costed them 49 cents to make it. They're still making an ass load of money. In your opinion, what's the next best app to go live on and post content? Sadly, Facebook. But realistically, it's going to become Clapper. Oh my God, please. If they brought back MySpace with a live feature, I'd be down. Every single one of my social medias would be shut down and I would have MySpace only. Yes, you had the playlist. Clapper is like an identical twin to TikTok. Bigo. I didn't like Bigo. Blue Sky is an exact replica of X. Yes, I do believe Clapper could become a lot better if they had more support. I think it would improve drastically. Yes, Clapper is owned by a company in Plano, Texas. I mean, like, that's an option. And they do have TikTok. Well, it's not TikTok Shop. It's like a Clapper Shop. So you can go shopping on Clapper. Listen, I get my news on Scoops. I'm going to tell you, if anybody has Scoops, then you know there is no, I mean, they be showing some crazy stuff on there. I do have Lemon 8. It's just really weird. I feel like it's missing something. Not a lie. The DC Court of Appeals has ruled in favor of the bill. Sadly, no. Well, I mean, you can go create an account and then have, fuck off. God bless. I don't want you. You can go ahead and make, right, a Clapper account and then tell your people to go over there. This fucking bitch, man, keeps it. Like, how many times do you have to decline somebody, right? The bill has already gone through Congress and has been signed. The DC Court of Appeals, Jamie, has chosen to uphold the bill due to national security reasons, is why it does not violate your rights. So here's the thing, they're not banning all accounts. Yes, they are. But they're going to ban everybody because it's not going to be available on the app stores, okay? By not being available on the app stores, that means you don't get access to updates, which means you don't, your app don't update, and you no longer, after a while, get access to the app. Yeah, you guys, this is on MSNBC, CNN, ABC, NBC, Fox News, PBS, every national news network. If you doubt it, go to Google, look it up. DC Court of Appeals chooses to uphold the bill to have TikTok divest or be banned the 19th of January. However, if they are in serious negotiations to divest the American part of TikTok, they can file an extension, which will give them more time past January 19th to officially divest American TikTok. If they do divest, TikTok won't go away. However, the CEO of TikTok, or ByteDance, has said multiple times and has dug his foot into the ground that he is not interested nor ever will be interested in divesting the American version of TikTok. So now what will happen is, with the DC Court of Appeals choosing to uphold the bill, they can choose to file another appeal with the Supreme Court. However, the Supreme Court will choose to align with the bill for it to sell or be banned by the 19th due to the national security risks. That is the baseline. That is what they're utilizing. And yeah, they could just sell it, but they choose not to. They've already made statements. So this is where we're at. That's only, so they get an extension only if they are in negotiations of divesting. They do not have until April 19th. They have till January. The only way that they get the extension is if they are in serious negotiations of divesting. Let your greed go from this app. I don't have greed from this app. The bill has already been passed, though, so Congress, it's already gone fully through Congress and has been signed by the president. That happened months ago. So Congress has nothing to do with it anymore. Congress and the president have nothing to do with it anymore. They are utilizing the national security risks. That's just what it is. National security risks. The law would have to be repealed by Congress and POTUS. Exactly. He keeps his promises. He will veto. Who's going to veto? Jose Malteo. Who's going to veto? Trump can't veto. The bill's already signed. Right, there's nothing to veto. So if they don't divest, then it's gone off of the app. You will no longer have access to the updates within 6 months. That it's pretty much trash. And they have to sell to an American-based company. The CEO of TikTok has stated numerous times that they are not interested in selling. Lemonade just sucks, I'll be honest. Elon has no intentions right now of purchasing. But no, yeah, so they have till the 19th to divest or be banned. By banned, it means taking off of the app stores. And that's just what it is. The CEO of ByteDance refuses to divest, has stated multiple times, has no interest, and that's just the way it is. It has the DC Federal Court of Appeals. It's a mouthful. So DC Federal Court of Appeals has just ruled today that they will uphold the bill as it doesn't violate any of your rights due to national security risks. So what'll happen is that ByteDance will in turn file an appeal, and then it will go to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court already has their decision made up. They're just going to let them, talk their shit and then go, we're going to uphold the bill due to national security risks. Exactly. And SCOTUS could even sit there and deny the appeal, which would then, they could just denied. Yes, Microsoft tried 4 years ago and failed miserably. Oracle has tried for 4 years and has failed miserably. Prophet Gary with the rose. Thank you guys for the gifts and the follows. No, that would not, because then they would have to pay you like more money than what you get. So yeah, basically TikTok is gone. A petition would not help. Petition would not help. I know. I seen one battle where they were getting like 3 million. Like, you know how it has the points up there? Like, each one had like 3 million apiece. It was insane. Please answer me. Trump will help with TikTok. No. There's nothing Trump can do. Here's the thing. Trump isn't going to do nothing. Yeah, he's not against it, right? He was against it in his first term. He has since changed course. However, the 19th is right. The 19th is before inauguration, right? What can Donald Trump do if it's done and over with? The bill has already gone through the Congress and passed. It's gone through the Senate and passed. It's gone through, and it's now been signed. It's already been signed by the President of the United States months ago. The DC Court of Appeals has chosen to uphold the bill. If SCOTUS denies the appeal or chooses to hear it and decides to uphold the bill due to the national security risks, okay, what is there to do? you have all branches in line. You would have all branches like, no, we can't have this. So they have till the 19th to divest. TikTok CEO already stated multiple times, we are not selling. Apparently, veto won't work, King. Exactly, it's inevitable. The CEO was being a bitch. If anything, everyone needs to make a video, right, to tell the CEO to fucking divest. Choose somebody and divest. That'd be the only thing. You know what I mean? To hopefully, Linda, ma'am, please go read. Go read an article. They have till the 19th to sell, or it's banned. And the CEO has chosen to show no interest in divesting. Due to the DC Court of Appeals has ruled that this is not a violation of our First Amendment due to the national security risks that TikTok imposes on Americans. Needs to sell to Elon. There's no reputable sources for Elon to buy TikTok. Yes, if a U.S. owner buys it, we are okay. However, the ByteDance CEO has said multiple times in statements that they are not interested in divesting. Up to the Supreme Court now. True, but due to the national security risks that TikTok imposes on American citizens, the Supreme Court will choose to uphold the bill. I'll go through everyone's comments. It is forbidden by CCP. Yeah, and that's the thing. If the CCP has stake within ByteDance, the CCP will not let anything go. If the CEO divests, he won't wake up the next morning. True. True. Feels it would. Empowerment of the people. Highly doubt Supreme Court will rule differently. You can't solve a CCP. Yvette with the heart me, thank you. A U.S. server company hosts it on their server. It's not going anywhere. Devil Chicken, that would be Oracle. And that happened in 2020, and still they don't care. That has nothing to do with it. Trump will have a new Congress, repeal it. Won't happen. Current users. What will happen to current users? So current users will still have access into the app for a certain amount of time. The only thing is that if they choose not to divest, then on the 20th when we wake up, we will not see TikTok on the App Store, so we won't have the updates. We won't have access to updates within 6 months. Say 4 to 8 months of no updates. The app will just become completely garbage. All platforms are not safe. Facebook, Twitter, etc. Apparently, Facebook is. It's a very gray area on how to save it, to be honest. Very gray. But it's just going to be gone. When was this announced? Today. Well, this has been announced for many, many months. It was like 6 to 8 months ago. Realistically, this has been going on for years. However, the bill was signed into law a few months ago. It passed the House. It passed the Senate. Was signed by the president. Has since then been in appeals. Today, the DC Federal Court of Appeals has announced that it is going to rule in favor of the bill, and off to the Supreme Court it goes. However, the Supreme Court is going to rule in favor of the bill due to national security risks. Oh, I love me some scoops, Angela. I have scoops. It's wild over there. I'm jumping forward a little bit. Go the fuck on, all these overseas people. Yvette, thank you. Download it everywhere. Download it what? It's getting banned for national security risks to the American people with a ton of roses. I appreciate you so much, love bug. Let's see. Who cares? We just go to Scoops. Yeah, I read that one. Facebook is worse very much. They are trying to stop the free flow of information. They only want us to know what they want us to know. Exactly. Bill will be repealed. It's negotiations. No. Facebook is bad. I have a story about that. Oh, Lord, I know. I don't think everyone will go to Snapchat just simply because of how trashy Snapchat is. It will not be gone. Clickbait. Yes, it is absolutely true. The U.S. the D.C. District, Federal District Court of Appeals has ruled in favor of the bill. However, now it's going to go off to the Supreme Court. They are utilizing national security risks to bypass everyone's rights. How convenient. I know, right? Yeah, so you TikTokers can go find a new job now. Foudy, if you go and click on my profile picture, you'll see that I have a real job. Boom. You have no idea how they are going to rule. Listen, it's a national security risk. That's what they're utilizing. If you really think the Supreme Court is going to go, you know what? Yeah, there's a national security risk, but good golly, let them have it. I mean, come on. It's just TikTok. Everybody will just download all the TikToks and move them to the new platform. Yeah. I think a lot of people have already started that process. Y'all can go Google if you don't believe it. Cause chaos. Not Snapchat. Definitely not Snapchat. I am on Clapper as well. Believe it when I see it. Go to Google. Go to Google, love. Please. Go to Fox. Go to CNN. Go to any national news network you trust and go. Go look. Yeah, but I mean, it's a dumb thing to say without proof. What? That TikTok's going to go away? How about the fact that the ByteDance CEO has said in multiple statements that they choose not to divest? How about the fact that it has passed the House, the Senate, has been signed by the United States President, and has also is being upheld by the United States District Court of Appeals in Washington, D.C. I'm on Lemon 8 too, which is just weird. NPR, MSNBC, everywhere. Yeah, it's everywhere. Lemon 8 is in partnership with ByteDance. So I don't know. I realistically don't think it affects. I don't know. The Supreme Court will be involved if they have not already filed the appeal for the Supreme Court to go to the Supreme Court. It'll be done by the end of the day. They will file today, and then it'll hit their desks, and they will have choice to either take it up or not. Yeah, and that's if the Supreme Court wants to hear about it. They can totally deny it, right? They can deny it, and then, January 19th takes effect. However, if for some reason the CEO of ByteDance chooses that, they're going to divest, and they start serious negotiations with an American company, they can file an extension, right? Extension, which would give them to March or April, some bullshit like that. But they've already stated multiple times that they are not interested in selling. So January 19th, when we wake up the 20th, you will wake up to the app no longer being on app stores. Just like the Flappy Bird debacle, it went away from the app stores. You'll still be able to access the app on the 20th, the 21st, the 22nd. You'll still be able to go live, watch videos, like, comment, etc. However, you just won't have access to the updates that ByteDance puts out there. So, say 4 to 8 months, the app is no longer, functional. Yeah, the fact that, the Supreme Court goes against national security risk is, absolutely crazy. Janine, it is national security risk is the claim. Yes, that is here in the United States. Listen, there's a lot of people who rely right now on TikTok Shop Commission. Lena, I don't know. That's a really good question. What is the national security risks? We don't know. A lot of people, just took out like a fat, hefty loan on a brand new truck and a fat mortgage on a big old 4-bedroom, 9-bathroom home, right? And they're paying for all this with their funds from TikTok Shop and everything else. It is happening. Stop spreading false information. Hold up. Wait a minute. So if you would just take a moment out of your life and actually go and learn something, you would know that you wouldn't have put your foot all the way in your mouth and down your throat and out your ass, because the United States District Court of Appeals has chosen to uphold a bill that has been passed in the House, the Senate, and signed by the President. TikTok has till January 19th to divest or be banned. TikTok has announced that they are not willing to sell or divest to an American-based company. So therefore, January 19th, the app goes away from the Play stores, the app stores. However, can they put an appeal in with the United States Supreme Court? Yes. However, due to national security risks, it's going to be upheld. So we can slowly take the foot out of your mouth if you want and go on to your interwebs and go and look. Yes, Rebecca, you heard January a while ago. That's because the bill in itself, right? The bill in itself has been in the works for a while. And that's the thing. We've been hearing January 19th for the longest. But that's only because, you had the beginning stages of the bill being introduced into the House. Then you started hearing about them, actually hearing and debating on the bill. And then they passed the bill in the House. Then it had to go to the Senate, to which then it went to the President of the United States signing the bill. And then now they filed the appeal. And today they ruled in favor of the bill. The district federal courts ruled in favor of the bill that it does not impede on your rights due to the national security risks. Shelley, fear-mongering. Fear-mongering would be looking at your face. Fake news to distract. Fake news would be your account. small businesses, it's going to affect small businesses in a huge way, right? And here's how it's going to affect them. There's a lot of small businesses on the TikTok Shop app that have relied solely on TikTok Shop. And so when it goes away, Heidi, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't support Donald Trump, I don't support Harris, and I don't support Biden, nor any living president. The only presidents that I support are the dead ones that go into my bank account and within my wallet. Fact. So a lot of small businesses on here that sell like t-shirts, tumblers, like your knitters and stuff like that, they heavily rely on TikTok Shop. And instead of utilizing TikTok Shop as a funnel system to have them go to their website, they chose to, back out of their website and only deal with TikTok Shop. Now that has caused a major roadblock. And it's caused a major roadblock with a lot of people. A lot of times what you'll see is when a business is on here advertising their product, unless they have TikTok Shop up, you're no longer going to go to the link in the bio and go to the website. Everyone is trained that if that link is not provided to you directly in your face, you're not going to take an extra step to go to that product. You're just going to swipe away. It has ruined everything for everyone. I mean, it's just trained everyone to just order right there. They're just going to change the name, not how it works. And I'm sure all 150 are trying to figure out, that are watching right now, are trying to figure out what in the fuck is the national security risks. Like, if you realistically want to know what the national security risk is, drop a green heart, because I want to know. I wish they would release that to the American people. Like, shouldn't we have a right to know? Because we're the ones that are on the phone utilizing an app that is a national security risk. So wouldn't you want to, make it more known, like, hey, this is the reason why it's a national security risk. They are accessing this and this and this and this, and here's the proof. If you don't believe it, go look it up. It's crazy. And I hope everyone has a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed rest of the day. Love you.